I'm Deborah Borchardt with your midday market update. Well, the S&P 500 and the Dow are both down, but the NASDAQ is up. And of course, we all know Facebook came in, hit a home run, and that stock is going crazy. I'm joined by Jason Weisberg from Seaport Securities. So overall, though, when we look at the Dow, it's down, 80 points or so. It seems like the buying that we had, the momentum that we had, has really stalled out.
Well, I think that it's okay. It's a healthy pause. We don't want to go straight up. We've had a pretty rocket-like environment in terms of the tape coming off the lows. Certainly after, a month ago we had the news out of the Fed. I think that right now it's a healthy pullback. It's good for the long-term viability of the upward momentum that we see in the market overall this year. I think, earnings haven't been totally outstanding, but you mentioned Facebook. And other tech companies have really performed quite well, as have some traditional companies. But I think that what we're viewing now is a healthy pause, and it's also the summer, and some of the interest has waned.
Do you think that, some of that negative publicity with like the SAC trading, that puts a pall on the market, that scares the regular investors away once again they see, insider trading and all the shenanigans going on over there?
I would say that the SAC story, just never ending, so to speak, is a little pause for concern in the institutional community, because they're trying to get a grasp of what's at stake. I think that has less of an impact on the retail investor. I don't think they're concerned so much with it, and it was news to me this morning that now the trading is being looked at as far back as 1999, and I think that a lot of the professional investment community is like, wow, that's a long time ago, and I think people are trying to process and see what's going on in a very fluid situation with the SEC, and I think I think it's more a concern of the institutional community than it is the retail community.
All right, and so what are you guys focusing on right now?
I think it's earnings and how the investment community is reacting in the individual stocks as they report, and I think they're really focused on the guidance and to try to gauge what kind of sentiment we can expect in Q3 and Q4.
And, the guidance, though, has been fairly good. Tech has been struggling, but tech looks like it's starting to turn around. Is there any one sector you're keyed in on?
I'm really keyed on the financials. I think historically, we need the financials to participate in any upside momentum for the market to really carry through to going to the upside. That hasn't been the case in the last few years. The financials have been struggling, whether, reforming their business models to adjust to the government standards that are constantly changing. I think that we're finally seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. It's reflected in the financials earnings that we've seen just this quarter, and I'm hoping, and I think the rest of the community would like to see, if they can make money, the perception will be the rest of the companies can make money.
All right, well, there you have it. That's what's happening today. Some of the sellers taking a hold here, giving a little bit pause to those buyers. SAC Capital concerning the institutional investors, not so much the retail guys. And that's Jason Weisberg from Seaport Securities, and I'm Deborah Borchardt with The Street.